The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex.
Let's go to Scott in Colorado Springs. Hey, Scott, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We're doing great, man.
I want to thank you for bringing this Nadex platform to our attention.
Oh, cool.
It's one of the most powerful things that I've seen.
Yeah, it is certainly a platform that not only is neat, but what's so sweet about it, folks, if you haven't tried it out yet, is that when you put your trade on, that is your stop. So what happens is this. Everyone's excuses all the time is that I moved my stop, I didn't put my stop. Well, that is your stop.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's perfect. You can set your trades and go do something else.
Now, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes here. Tom is traveling today, and welcome to the Nadex Bull Bear Binary Option Show. If we take a look at the markets here, you've got the Dow up 223. S&Ps are up strong, up 25 points, up 1.8%. Composite up almost 2%. 2 percentage points. Russell 2000 up 2.5%. That's up 19 points right now. Microsoft up 69 cents. Intel up 61. Google up 11 bucks and change. Cisco up 40 cents. Probably struggling to find stocks that are down. Well, no, we can find stocks that are down, and we'll certainly take a look at that. You've got the Priceline is up largest on the dollar-wise. They're up 16 bucks here, up 2.5%. Mercado Libre just behind them, up 14 bucks and change. You've got LinkedIn up 13 bucks. Google up Google's up 12 bucks. EOG Resources up 9. CF Industries up 9. Chipotle having a good day out there, up 9 bucks and change. Blue Nile, NILE up 9 bucks. That's up 38%. What's going on with Blue Nile out there? Must be selling lots of diamonds here. Let's see, NILE, Blue Nile. Let's take a look at there. They post some earnings out here. Earnings per share 11 cents versus 19 the prior year, so certainly that is not it. Looks like I don't have the, there we go, revenues. Net sales, $384 million versus $417. What is causing this thing here to bounce up like this? Interesting. So I don't, other than reaffirming their estimates, Blue Nile is, where did that run to? Just ran off. There we go. Up 39%. We'll take a look at that stock while we're getting Daryl Martin here ready. To the downside, you've got HealthNet. That is off 24% this morning. WellCare, WCG, off 8%. Dolby Laboratories, DLB, off 12%. MACOM, MTSI, the ticker symbol, they're down 23%. ComScore, SCOR, they are off 23%. Power Shares, let's see, Viasat, VSAT, off 9%. Zipcar down 33%. Our call-in number is 877-927-6648. What I do have on my screen here right now happens to be the euro-US dollar currency pair. So if we take a look at what that is doing here, it's making a 100% move coming back into the swing points here at about 8:20 yesterday morning, August the 2nd. So it's starting to trade off. So it's made 100% move. What we should see here is you should see the euro back off a bit. The back off would take it down to about the 0.382 retracement, 1.225 level. But let's go, Steve, your euro high is off. Euro high is off. Well, I'm not sure what MMS was talking about there, but and if it is off, I'm not sure what's going on. So he says he's got 124.03. I've got 123.165. I'll try to check into that during the breakout here. Let's go. So let's go take a look at the indexes themselves. Let's take a look at the ETFs. We'll start with the ETFs out here, and let's take a look at what the diamonds is doing here. We're taking a look at the diamonds. The diamonds trading out right now at 130.77. And what the diamonds are doing, they're going into the swing point here. Most recent swing point is July 30th. 4.2 million shares. You've got volume today already of 2.5 million shares. So it's going to have the volume. The high of July 30th is going to be attacked. That is 130.12. If you do take a look, you've got a little bit of a gap out here. That gap goes all the way back to the May 4th time frame. So the gap here that's open, if you take a look at the May 3rd lows down at 131.50, take a look at the high of 130.25. You got a little bit of a gap out there. Now, the gap down was on 5.9 million shares, so not huge, but it looks like, that would be the next area where the diamonds would want to move to. That is on the Dow Diamonds. Of course, it could just simply test the May 1st high. The low out on May 1st on the Diamonds, 131.40, 5.4 million shares out there. Let's go take a look at the other three ETFs. Let's take a look at the small caps. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000. We just simply take a look at a little trend line coming off of the high from July 5th. You'll see that what the Dow, the small caps here, they're going to run into some really strong turbulence here. It's trading inside the April 10th swing point. That had 101 million shares on the way down. So far today, it's done 14 million shares. The small caps being the weak link out here, and that's what's going on with the small caps. Let's go take a look at the SPYs, see what the SPYs are doing. If we take a look at the SPYs now testing the high of, they haven't gotten totally in there, I don't think. The high of July 30th is 139.34. You've gotten up to 139.32, 2 pennies below it. I would expect that to at least be tested. Now, the SPYs have volume of 106 million shares up there today so far. SPYs have done 40 million shares. SPYs have volume. What are they going into? They're going into this downdraft here with 193 million shares. That area really is the May 3rd swing point. And if you get the diamonds, if the SPYs can close inside 138.99, what the SPYs will do is they'll test May 1st for sure. The May 1st low is 139.63, 138 million shares up there. Let's finish this off. Let's go take a look at the Qs, see what the Qs are doing. The Qs trading out right now at $65.64. The Qs coming into the downdraft. That downdraft has got some major volume out there. That is May 4th, 107 million shares. The top of that downdraft is at 65.83. 107 million shares. So far today, you've gotten up to a high of 65.70, and volume-wise, 13 million shares. Not enough volume inside the Qs. See, we've got our man Daryl Martin ready. And, folks, if you haven't had a chance to use the Nadex platform, we'll certainly do that here this morning as well. You can tune into Daryl's show from 1 to 2, Monday through Friday, where he will absolutely teach you how to use the Nadex platform to trade. Daryl Martin, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great as well. So what trades are you looking at out here?
Actually, with the big move up, I'm getting ready to look at possibly going short on the market. We just passed a second standard deviation level.
Okay.
At best, we're looking at maybe the third level at 1391 on the S&P.
Yeah.
And so, there's quite a few lineups going on just with the big movement that happened overnight. A lot of credit gave everything to the news, the news report, but the market was already halfway up that move before the unemployment even came out.
Yeah, absolutely. So, no, it was really, in my opinion, really about the currency out there. So the addition of 163,000 jobs. I don't believe that's the euphoria. It's just really the Kool-Aid bowl is still out there.
Exactly. And you add on to that, unemployment actually ticked up.
Yeah.
So and on most of that, and most of those jobs were auto jobs. And as we just saw in the last, reports over the last month, auto is actually starting to trickle down because they're actually starting to slow down. So
okay, so let's go sell this market, my friend. So we're going to go take a look at the SPY, the S&P 500. Is that it?
Yep. Go ahead and pull it up over there.
All right. So, folks, if you haven't had a chance to test drive the Nadex platform, go over to the homepage of TFNN.com. Do it when? Do it right now. And go over there. You'll see on the right-hand side, you'll see Nadex. Click on that banner. And really, while we're on the show here, before we go to the next break, you could have your account that you can test drive here. They're going to put 25,000 real funny money dollars in that account so that you can begin trading. And what we're going to trade here is the bull spreads. Is that correct? Or you want to trade? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to trade the bull spreads. It's over on the left-hand side. Then we're going to go to US 500, which is the S&P 500. And then what time frame is it that you're seeing the best trade setup?
Well, right now we have a very short time frame. There actually is a 44-minute trade. They're the one that expires here at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Okay, so we're going 9 to 11, and we're going to select what out here?
The 1375 to 1385 trade.
Got it. Okay, so we're going to, let's see, what happens? Why is it not, What's going on?
Click on the time, the actual time itself. Where it says
there we go. Okay. All right. So we are going the 1375, 1385, correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're in here, and we're going to go ahead and sell this, folks. Now, this is going to expire just as we are getting off of the air here. So you'll be able to update the folks on this trade here at 1 o'clock. So we're going to go ahead and sell the market. And now the number of contracts here to reflect one ES mini contract would be 5. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yep,
okay.
You got it.
All right. So size-wise, we're just simply going to go ahead and put it in 5. And as far as risk-reward here, what you're doing here, folks, is why don't you go ahead and take it from here, Daryl?
All right. So on this trade right here, I'm trying to sort of zoom in on your screen there. But I mean, we're looking at a very low risk. I factor in all the commissions and everything else whenever I'm pulling it up.
Yes.
And so you're looking at about there's no commissions, the exchange fees.
Yes.
But it's about $16.80 risk, and with the exchange fees, and maybe a little bit less than that right now, and then $82 potential profit. So you're really looking at a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio.
Yeah.
And that puts your total risk at barely anything. I mean, you're talking almost just a point and a half. Yep. on the S&P.
Yep.
So if you're ever going to short, like right at a high, right?
Yep.
I mean, and you only use a 1.5 stop loss. I mean, that's a great trade. So, and again, it's a stop loss. It's not a stop trade. We still have till the remainder of the hour to actually be able to profit on this trade.
And our floor here is at 1375, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have about an 11-point standard deviation level. It's one of the things I've been teaching a lot on the show lately on the Diagnostic Trading Hour.
Yeah.
And so, what is our high right now? It's like we have a high up at 1387.25. So with 1387.25, minus 11.25 on a 1 standard deviation, I mean, that takes us right down to the floor. So down to 1376.
Okay.
So it really is an ideal trade. And that's one of the things you're always going to want to look at is how far do you expect it to move? So that way you're not, getting into, because you may not need a 30 or 40 point, spread. That's more if you're looking at a really longer term move. If you're looking at a hesitation and a pullback, then a shorter term trade may do well for you. Or if you're looking at a move like right before a news announcement,
yes,
that can be a shorter term trade can be just fine. So, and it's the ones that you're like waiting until the end of the day. Those are the ones where you want the longer term spreads, and you're going to have to go a little bit higher on that one right now just because the way the market has moved. Now, there's also another trade we can check out and look at. Let's go ahead and look at that one too.
You got it.
And that one is US 500 again.
All right,
okay.
So let me, we'll come back over. So now what I did, folks, here is just simply drew the box so that I can, understand what's going on inside this trade here. Now, on the Nadex platform, do they have that tool yet built where it automatically gives you the box as it would overlay on the chart?
No, the box is sort of something I actually invented. So they haven't put that on there yet. So it's definitely one of the suggestions I have made. And they've actually implemented a lot of suggestions in their new app platform. If you haven't downloaded it, you can download it on your iPhone, Android, Windows phone.
Perfect.
And you can place trades, look at charts, everything built right into the app. And it's free. And you can even sign up for an account through the app.
Great. Folks, stay tuned. Come back with Daryl and I. You got the Dow up 214 points, S&P up 24. We'll be right back.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on Tiger TV with her small cap roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kay Stalter, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Master Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage at TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks, to the Nadex Trading Hour with Steve Rhodes and Daryl Martin. Thanks so much for joining us. You got the Dow up 223, the S&P's up 25, composite up 56 points here right now. Let's go take a look at the ES Mini. We did just place a short trade here using the Nadex platform. And, folks, if you haven't had a chance to test drive the Nadex platform, go to the homepage at TFNN.com. Over on the right-hand side, you will see the Nadex banner. You'll be able to test drive that. They'll put a nice $25,000 into your account. Now, there was a secondary trade, Daryl, that you wanted to take a look at out here. And so let's go ahead and pull that up. That also was a longer-term trade. That's a trade that expires this afternoon at 4:15, or what are you looking at there?
That would actually give you an additional hour. So, and it's a very similar risk to the trade that we just placed.
Okay, so this is the 10 to 12 p.m. Trade. Okay, so we're going to use the, that was the 1385, 1395? Is that what you're... 1375, 1385.
There you go, 1375, 1385.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I in it right now? Is that right? Yeah, no, I'm still in the 11 o'clock, so let's click on this. Okay, so we got the 1375, 1385. Okay, and again, folks, when we're taking a look at this here, it's really a very easy platform. You've got direction here. You just simply click it once, and you're either going to buy it, whether you're going long or you're going short. In this case here, we're going to go ahead and use a short trade, so we're going to go ahead and sell this. If you trade the ES Mini 5, contracts on the Nadex platform is the equivalent of one ES Mini contract out here. Now, this trade here expires at 12 noon. So if we, let's go ahead and trade, in essence, 2 ES Mini contracts out here. And what you're risking is $110 to $890. Now, tell the folks, as you are, looking at your platform, I understand the reward to risk on this trade here, but you've got a floor of $13.75. So if they take this trade and it gets to 12 noon and the ES Mini here is down at $13.77, have they made money? Is there anything that they have to do to close out the trade?
There's nothing you have to do. The trade will actually close itself out. You can put a take profit order in if you want to.
Yeah.
But also, if, let's say you just plan on it, dropping that standard deviation level, which is like right there, 1376, 1377.
Yes.
Then, depending upon what price you sold up there, so if you sold it, let's say 1383.2, and then it went down to, let's just say, closed out at 1377. That's where it was at noon.
Yes.
Then you'd have made 6.2 points. So that'd have been, basically a $310 profit on the trade on, a $90 risk.
Absolutely. And so now what you're also using, as you said, you're using this standard deviation tool. Is that correct? And now that's going to be on the, it's going to be available at TFNN here next week, or?
In the next couple, we're looking at hopefully by the 15th or sooner.
Okay.
We're going to be launching a couple tools. One of the tools that we're going to be launching is a scanner that actually is what I'm using right now when I'm talking to you, and it goes through and it actually pulls all the information from the Nadex platform through a live data feed on all the spreads.
Yes.
And it calculates how far it has to move to be at break even. It calculates your risk, your reward, your risk-reward ratio. It even teaches you how to hedge, and you need to use 5 to do 1 ES type thing.
Yes.
And it goes in and tells you how much time's left till expiration, and you can even filter down your trades so that way you only see the trades that you want to see: buy, sell, this risk-reward, this amount of risk, this amount of time left. And so it helps you find your trades in seconds versus, when you're new and you're going through all this, it can take you 10, 20, 30 minutes. And by that time, your trade could be over.
Absolutely.
So the whole idea is to make it just very, very fast, very, very easy, and, to help you basically find the lowest risk trade. So, if you can keep your risk low, and even if you win, let's just say you won 50-50, okay? If your risk is $100, but, half the time you're making that $200, $300, $400 profit, you're going to come out ahead. Ideally, you're able to win more than that, but as far as your percentage of probability, but if you have really good profitability in your favor, then that can really help balance out probability. So whenever you're new, that's a really important thing.
Absolutely. And folks, you can begin trading this Sunday evening. You can start trading the currency markets out there, and then if you're up, you can also go ahead and trade Europe as that comes online. What about Asia? Can you trade Asia in here?
You can go in and you can trade the Nikkei. Yeah,
you can.
So,
okay,
yeah.
Great.
And one of the other things you can do, too, that I think it's actually my favorite strategy whenever I trade on Nadex.
Yes.
And I'll be teaching a lot more about this as I'm able to get the scanner out there, since there's so much math that you have to do if you don't have something that's automatically doing it for you. One of my favorite strategies is actually going in and doing what I call a hedge. And it's where I just flip around on the contract. And so, like right now, let's say if I wanted to, just go long.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I could go long the S&P right now. And if you think about it, we actually have 2 short spreads. Okay. So even if the market dropped, my S&P future is covered. But if the market runs up, then I have an S&P future that can make money.
Absolutely.
So it's a perfect combination with that floor and ceiling.
Absolutely. Stay tuned, folks. Daryl and I will be back in a few minutes. You got the Dow up 230 points, S&P's up 26, Apple up $7 and change, Google up $14. We'll be right back, folks.
Would you like a personal update from Tom O'Brien as to what equities he's trading and what his daily trading plan is before the market opens each morning? Every market day, Tom O'Brien sends out his daily newsletter, Market Insights, to hundreds of subscribers that rely on his daily recommendations when it comes to navigating these highly volatile markets we're dealing with. As recently as May 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out all 5 open positions for a combined profit of over 68% in one day. Profits ranged from 6.5% to over 24%, and all of these trades had have been initiated within the previous 30 days. Now is the perfect time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's explosive trading newsletter, Market Insights, an $85 value. Tom breaks down the market each morning with his Market Take and provides trade recommendations including precise stops and target profit zones, leaving nothing left to guessing. Log on to TFNN.com today and sign up for your 2-week free trial. Make sure you're a subscriber the next time Market Insights subscribers close out multiple winning trades. Take action and sign up for your free trial today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back to the Nadex Trading Hour, folks. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, here with Daryl Martin, and we're taking a look at a couple of trades. Right now, you got the Dow up 218, S&P's up 25, Composite up 59, and what we're looking at here is we're looking at the ES Mini. Now, I'm looking at the S&P futures contract. I've got the 30-minute chart up on my screen, and what you can see is that strong move in the markets today, price-wise, no doubt. And what you're looking at is you're looking at a 100% move of a move. If you go all the way back to the swing point high that came in here on Monday morning at 10:30, you had the ES Mini get up to 1387.50. That was the high. That high was just taken out just briefly here as we were coming into the 10:30 session. Got up to 1388.25. You have now made a 100% move of a move. Typically, you do a 100% move of a move, and you start to pull back a bit. If you break through this area, you will do an expansion. And take a look at expansions out here. The expansion, the 1.272 expansion off of the high that came in on Monday. That high being, again, 1387.50, all the way down to the hammer candle that was put in yesterday morning yesterday afternoon at 1 o'clock. The 1.272 expansion, folks, that would take you up into the 1397.90 area. 1394.70 is a 1 to 2.618 A to B equals CD that we were calculating on the 9 o'clock show. Again, Daryl Martin is with me. Daryl does a fabulous show for us every day, Monday through Friday, from 1 to 2 p.m. And I've got the 30-minute chart up on the screen. We'll probably go ahead and back this down to a 10-minute chart here, since we only have 24 minutes left in the trading session, and just take a look at any candle patterns that are out there. Primarily what I'm looking for here is a bearish candle pattern. So let me go back and let's take a look at the 10-minute chart out here, and then we're also going to go to a caller. We've got Bill from Colorado Springs. So, Bill, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
Hey.
How are you today?
Good morning. Terrific.
Good morning to you. How can we help you? You got the Daryl Steve show.
My question is, who is writing these options? Who's creating these options, and how are they getting paid? If they're going to provide a service like this, there must be a structure where they're sort of inured from taking the other side of the trade, or how does that work?
We have Nadex, who's the exchange, and so they're not actually taking the other side of the trade. They're just literally facilitating the transaction between buyers and sellers, okay?
Or the market maker.
Yeah, which obviously would be a buyer or seller there. And so exactly, the market maker. And so on the other side, you have other traders, so if we're buying, somebody else is selling, vice versa. And then as far as the market maker, they're contractually obligated to make a market, and they have to put up a very large security deposit in order to be a market maker. And the market makers are very big. They do transactions globally, not just here in the U.S. And so, yeah, you're exactly right. They are taking a lot of their trades and they're laying that risk off either through CFDs or futures or binaries on global markets. They're able to lay that risk off, and that's really their job as a market maker, is to get in there, make the bid-ask spread, and lay the risk off. And that's how they make their money. If they don't lay the risk off, then they lose money. So
yeah, that's right. Well,
yeah,
if
exactly.
They're on the wrong side of the trade.
Exactly.
So in terms of market makers, are you talking about 50 different entities or 20, or what are you?
I'm not quite sure exactly how many market makers they have. I know they're always looking to bring on more market makers, like in any market. But right now, the market makers that are on there do great. I have no problem getting fills on live trades. And like I said, they're always making a market, so they're guaranteeing that quote at that price at that time. And so you can go in there, put your order in. I've taken actually the entire market, and they put more right back up right away. So they're crushing the spread that might have exist otherwise. They're providing the liquidity and the small transaction cost. Because as you look at an option and you're evaluating one, you can take either side right then too, right? Exactly. Yeah, you can go buy or sell. So
right.
So you could take the $100 risk side, or you could take the $400 risk side, just depending upon what you thought was a better trade for you. And sometimes I do arbitrage trades where there's some premium in there, and I'll capture that, and I'll put two spreads together and throw in a binary, and capture some additional profit there. And so I'm taking really the riskier side of the trade. But of course I'm laying my risk off with like a different spread or something like that. So
yeah.
And it's really cool how they got it working out there. But have you traded on the platform yet, or have you checked out the demo account?
I have not. No, I have not. I'm just learning, trying to learn.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Have you caught Daryl's show from 1 to 2?
I have a couple times. Yeah.
Oh, good. And
awesome.
That show is archived as well, folks. That is on what channel, Daryl?
Oh, goodness. TFNN.com channel.
No. Well,
that's horrible.
We'll get Al to post it up here in a moment for us. So
Channel 8.
Channel 8. All
Channel
right.
8. You got to love when the viewer knows. That's awesome.
Thank you. There's our tiger. There's our tiger keeping us straight. That's great.
That's awesome. Channel 8. All right.
Well, good trading, gentlemen.
All right. And thanks for your call, and have a great weekend. All right, so we've got the 10-minute, if you're watching us on Tiger TV here, we've got the 10-minute chart on my screen here, and the 10-minute chart did not make a bearish engulf, and it was close, but I was looking just simply, now you've made 100% move of a move. Typically when you do that, that is a big move in any market, and we go back and take a look at all kinds of charts out there. When you make 100% move of a move, you typically are going to pull back here. Now, if you don't pull back, it becomes pretty easy. We can identify, as we did earlier, what the expansion expansion would be on this. Now, that expansion, you said the market's already gone past 2 standard deviations. Is that correct?
Exactly, yeah. We're already past, the second standard deviation is 1384.25, and the third deviation itself, which, I mean, if you had a third deviation move, that's an insane day. And that's 1391.25.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we basically just almost, and usually, I mean, it's, you're within a point or two. It's not like you're always on. I mean, the other day, like the oil trade that we did, I mean, it was a penny away.
Yes.
But, 1391.25, I mean, that was close enough to consider that, hey, we're at the third standard deviation. And, along with the 100% move like you said, I mean, you combine those two things together, and you got a lot working in your favor as far as, like, resistance on the 100% move. And just basically what's left to come in and push the market continually up for the rest of the day.
Yes, absolutely.
And so, the buy orders are in. So, looks like you got a euro dollar up there.
Yeah, I do. I've been having a couple of problems with the data feed lately, which is, I've got to figure that out. But, I do have the euro US dollar. Now, this is a 10-minute chart here. And the 10-minute chart, what the euro has done here is it's done a 0.786 retracement off of the highs that came in. Again, we're on a 10-minute chart, folks, and this is the highs that came in at 8:40 yesterday morning. So this actually sets up a pretty decent trade here. Now, from a time standpoint, you'd rather be doing these trades here, especially currency trade, more towards the, something other than Friday. But if you just take a look at just a normal retracement here, let me actually delete some of the lines out here. It'll be easier to show. Now, if you take a look at a normal retracement is going to take you back to the 0.382 level. So maybe, Gerald, you can go ahead and start taking a look at some charts out there. That would take the euro down to 1.22639. And what you would be doing here is you would be shorting the euro up at these levels. So it's trading right now at the 1.233 level. And, you'd be looking for it to pull back into the 1.226. Now, it doesn't have to get all the way down to 1.226 in order for you to make money on this trade using this platform. So let's go take a look at it. Do you show a trade out there that makes sense right now for the euro based on what's available?
Yeah, let's see here. We got, let's see, our profit target. What was that one more time?
Yeah, so it's going to be 1.22639-ish. That's the area. So if we did see a pullback here, that would be the normal area. I'll give you the secondary area. The secondary area, the easier one, is simply going to be off of the swing point, folks, that came in at 8:40 this morning. So after the jobs numbers were out there, and so that low is 1.22177. So I'm going to go from that low up to the high that was just put in here just about 10 minutes ago. So another target here that you could take a look at, Darryl, would be 1.22964. That's probably the easier target to get to.
Let's see here. Okay, so
just to give you two targets to possibly shoot for, and folks, that would be just simply nothing more than a normal move. One, which is a 38.2% retracement.
All right, so what I'd be looking at right now, if you want to look at like a little longer time frame, because currencies and Fridays.
Yep.
We could be looking at the 3 o'clock.
Got it.
Okay, would be one possibility. There's a 21.35 to 23.85.
All right, so let's go to the Forex bull spreads out here. We're going to be taking a look at the euro US dollar. We're going to be taking a look at the 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. 250 point. Now, tell the folks what the points mean here as you take a look at 100, 250.
Basically, points just mean dollars, and that's how wide it is. So it's a $250 spread.
Got it.
So if your risk is $50, your profit potential is $200.
Got it. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and pull up the 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. time frame. What we're shooting for is the floor, right? So you got 1.22639, and you've got a 1.226. What do you got? What did you see? Which 3 o'clock?
On the 3 o'clock on the 250 point wide, I was looking at the 21.35 to 23.85. So the one right there in the middle.
There you got it. Okay.
And if you could have gone the bid, it'll pop the ticket up and fill in the price for you.
Let me see here. Got it. How about that? Now that's a one-step process. Oh, you got to love that.
Yeah, the only thing you have to do at that point is add your size, and there's your risk reward.
Got to love that. Now on the currency side, one currency contract represents what size on the Nadex platform? Is that 100?
For Euro, Pound, and Aussie dollar, actually it's 10,000 units.
10,000 units.
So it's 1 mini lot.
Got it. Okay.
And it is following the FX, and that's really important that people understand. It's following the spot market versus the futures FX market. So they'll be similar, but there's going to be a difference in price based on, basically the carry interest rate that's built in.
Got it. Okay. So in this case here, if we took this trade, folks, you're risking, in this case here, I put 10 contracts, you're risking 500 to make 2,000. Now, that's your maximum profit potential. Go ahead and place this order here, and you go ahead and box this in on your screen, but, you don't have to come back and close this trade out. You can now go out to the golf course and go have a round of golf and just simply, it was that easy. Your stops are in place, your target is in place, your risk is, is all set. And then what you want to do is you want to double down, which means you want to go out and you want to win, some money off of your friends.
Now, let's check something out. Like we talked about that maximum risk, okay?
Yeah.
So this is sort of a cool little trick here. Go over to the Forex binaries, Euro-Dollar, daily.
Forex binaries. Okay, we got the Euro-Dollar and daily. You got it. All right.
And then once you bring up the Euro-Dollar daily, then look at like the ceiling of our last spread that we just did. So it'll be in 23.85 there. Let's see here. Yeah, it's in your open. Oh, it's still working.
I got 23.80.
There you go. Okay. Exactly. Okay. So you could go in, all right, and you could buy that binary.
Yeah.
And if you buy that binary, your risk is only $11 on the trade. Okay.
Yeah.
So you could put in, say, a $50 risk, basically buy 5 of them. And if it does go that high, it actually would make, so if you had maximum loss on your spread, okay?
Yeah.
You'd actually make $442 on your binary.
Got it.
So by only adding an additional $50 risk, you give yourself a hedge from maximum loss if it goes all the way back up.
That's pretty cool. That's cool. Very cool. Folks, our call number 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at these markets now that we've got 4 trades on here. It's a beautiful thing. So let's go take a look at the markets. Let's go see what kind of volume. We'll go over to the ETFs and see what we have going on here. Let's start with the Qs. We take a look at the Qs. The Qs moving up into the downdraft. That downdraft, folks, is from May the 4th. That downdraft has 107 million shares. On your way up here this morning, you've done 16 million shares. Volume seems to be declining here. What you want to see on the Qs, if you're bullish, you want to see it stay above this area. This area that I'm talking about are the swing points, the 0.618 area, which would basically be in the 65.18-ish range, 65.31. 65.31. Okay, so you have 65.31 as a swing point high on July 19th. You've got 65.31 as a swing point high on July 30th out there. That is on the Qs. Let's go take a look at the SPYs, see what the SPYs have behind this move. The SPYs also coming into a couple of resistance areas, coming back to where the SPYs actually first broke down on May 3rd. That swing point has 143 million shares. You are inside it right now. You're inside it with 53 million shares, so not bad volume for the first hour of trading. Bullish-wise, you want to see it close inside that swing point. You want to see it close inside the price of 138.99. Now, what the SPYs, are really trying to do, folks, is really trying to get up to the May 1st highs. That May 1st high, or the low of the May 1st high swing point, is 139.63. 138 million shares up there. Let's go take a look at the diamonds, see what the diamonds are doing. The diamonds are, give me a second here. The diamonds here right now today trying to take on the swing point, and they may have done it the July 30th area. That swing point high, folks, 130.99. So far today, you've gotten up to 130.89. 3.2 million shares, though, going against 4.2. So the diamonds have got volume. Of course, yesterday on the downdraft, doing 10.9 million shares on the way down. 877-927-6648. You got Daryl and Steve. This is the Nadex Trading Platform Hour. Dow is up 207. We'll be right back, folks.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Time is the great equalizer of all mankind. Time doesn't care about winners or losers, who succeeds or fails. Time only cares that you played the game. Question: are you playing the money game? Is your money working as hard for you as you are for it? I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter service, and we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. In year 1, we generated a 30% profit. Plus, I provided 26 hours of live coaching to my clients. My daily newsletter service is available by 8 a.m. each day and covers the stock, futures, currency, and commodity markets, along with all the current patterns that you can trade. Each newsletter is packed with education, and it's yours for as little as $3 per day. And for the next 30 days, you can try it risk-free. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage of TFNN.com and begin your journey to great wealth today. If you're waiting for a better tomorrow, remember this: today's tomorrow will soon be yesterday, and your clock is ticking. Mastering Probability. Now is your time.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back to the Nadex Trading Hour, folks. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, with Daryl Martin. If we take a quick look at the markets, you got the Dow up 212, S&P's up 24. Now let's take a quick look at the technology sector. That's the XLK sector. That is the largest sector with a weighting sector inside the S&P 500. And if you take a look at it right now, trading out at 29.51. Volume today, relatively light, I would say, 1.3 million shares. Now what that is, especially when you take a look at what it's going into, it is trying to close shows a gap out here. That's the gap from May 3rd to May 4th. Now, that May 4th downdraft, 12.9 million shares. If you take a look at the where it broke down on May 3rd, that had 9.2 million shares out there. The low of May 3rd is 29.61. So far today, the XLK getting up to 29.56, but doing it on light volume. If you take a look at expansions between swing points, if you would take a look at the July 19th area, that's the high of 29.19, all the way down to the low of July 25th out at 27.92. So far today, what you've seen is a 1.272 expansion out there. Also, it's... So you'll want to take a look at the XLK, certainly as you come into the close of the markets out here. Daryl Martin, what else are you taking a look at? What other trades? You put any trades on early this morning? Is there anything else that you're looking at that our listeners might be interested in?
Yeah, the morning trade sort of knocked out already. So went in on the unemployment. I did, looking at a straddle on buying and selling the S&P. And that's one of the things, too, I'll do before news announcements, is you get short-term spreads and buy the one that's right above and one that's right below the market, because a new spread will come out literally 30 minutes before at the 7:30 news announcements.
Yes.
And so you can hop in there and literally put one above and one below, because you don't know which way it's going to go, And so it's really just a good way to go in and take advantage of that.
What do you mean? You believe Super Mario?
I believe put everything I can in my favor. So if it explodes up or down, which of course you'd expect unemployment rate to be a big, and the non-farm payrolls to obviously be a big explosive move. And so that's a great way to go in and take advantage of that trade. So, I was looking at the straddles this morning, and they just took off and, worked out really well.
Folks, do yourself a favor. I think you'll have a lot of fun with the platform, and then more than fun, learn to be able to make money with it. And it is a beautiful trading platform from the ability of once you set up your trade, you're basically one touch of a button away, and boom, you're off and you're doing what you need to do. And that's really the way to be able to trade, folks, is, you want to make sure that when you are trading that you've got stops in place, you've got exits in place, and so all the work is done. What you want to be able to do is identify, where are the areas to be able to place a trade. One of the trades that we placed earlier was on the euro pair. Now, we were taking a look at just simply the euro had made really a perfect 0.786 retracement. That was off, and I'm looking at just simply a 10-minute chart. You can use any time frame that you want. In this case here, the 0.786 retracement, it was hit just beautifully. Looks like it also gave us, it didn't really. But what the normal pullback, so just the normal pullback here on the euro should take it down to the 1.229 area. What I would expect to really see is I really expect the euro to pull back into the 1.226-ish area. And that's where the euro should find some support out there. So go over to the homepage at TFNN.com, click on the Nadex banner. Really within moments you'll be able to have that platform up there. And then, you can go to, you can take a little bit of maybe about a 6-minute break, and then you want to turn in and listen to Basil, and then, get healthy. So do some exercise from 12 to 1 a day with Nico, and then back with Daryl Martin from 1 to 2, and he will absolutely take all your calls, teach you how to trade the Nadex platform. From 3 to 4 today is Ken Shreve. Of course, I just missed the David White Band. He's from 2 to 3. Tom O'Brien Show from 4 to 6. Daryl Martin, thanks so much for joining me, and you have a great morning. I look forward to listening to your show from 1 to 2 today.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, take care. Folks, be safe out there, and have a great day. Take care.